Millicent's parents had no time to respond, to say to their daughter, "Now, you better go on, or you better do something." For suddenly the little girl cried surprisedly, "What is this, Mom? I like it, I do. I do believe it's magnificent. It's a fat little animal shaped like a cigar, and it moves real slow and has black feelers. It has no feet, so it slides on the sidewalk and leaves behind the most magnificent sheen, a sparkly sort of starry dust. You must come over and see it. You must." Millicent's mother, named Lucille, said, "But, Millie, that sounds like a slug. Shoo! Oh, you're not supposed to like them. Ew! You blacky, slimeful, icky little creature!" And with that, Millie's mother, Lucille, brushed with a broom that slippering slub into a pile of stickers. With a flick and whisk, fly and hie into a bounteous pile of blackberry prickly prickers. Then Millie, Miss Millicent, sadly said, "But, Mother, somebody mustn't they? Like them, I mean. Somebody must like them, or else they'll never, ever feel just right, or feel real good, or even feel fine. I like them, I do. They seem magnificent to me somehow. Wonderfully, strangely magnificent." Suddenly, Jolly came jogging over and told Millie how much tumbling fun he and Poppy were having in the high crab grasses back near the raspberry patch. Then, for no reason, he stood on his hands and sideways rolled 4 times, said with a smile, "Watch this, silly Millie," then did a twisty jackknife trick. "Good work," said Millie. "Thank you," said Jolly. "Poppy's been teaching me a thing or two." "I can see that," said Millie. "I can see that, Jolly, in all its magnificent magnificence." Jolly then performed a long, long line of twirly birdish circles until he was back near Poppy. Lucille, who sometimes goes by Lucy, slightly preoccupiedly said, "Now, you better go find your magnifying glass, then ask our neighbors for a cup of sugar, then dance in a twirly way under the maple, and gather together your helpful friends for a game of giggle and go seek." Millicent's dad, named Andrew, came over from where he had been busily pruning away at giant caterpillar tents, and said, "Now look, my Millicent McGaffintweet, not everything can be magnificent. I mean achoo! I mean magnifisplendiferoo. So do as your mother Lucille has asked, and in addition, also, to keep yourself busy occupied, you might go practice the spinet piano for a good half-hour, for a good long time, then hop off the bench and invite a friend to pick fresh berries, straw ones, rasp, and blackberries, and then gather goose fruit from the bush over there for our delicious, delightful dinner-time scones, for the cobbler dessert we like so much." Millicent grew ever so quiet for the very first time that day, and her mother, sweet Lucille, nudgingly said, "2 pennies for your precious thoughts, my Millie. What are you thinking so hard about?" "Oh, nothing," said Millicent, who was thinking thoughts magnificent, who hadn't heard much of what her parents just said, who was wondering who invented tennis shoe tread. Finally, Millicent the Magnificent sighed. "Okay, you two, I'll do something or other, and then another. But oh, brother, how many somethings and something or others can you think up for me to do?" At that point, Millie's dear friend Molly, Molly, the hog-a-lot of Polyglot, came over with a skillet in one hand and a boiler bowl in the other, and without being asked, she put down her cookery and began to pick up twigs and sprigs. "Hi, Molly," said Milly. "Hi, Milly," said Molly. "Isn't it the grandest day to be scooping, tugging, and trimming?" said Milly. Yes, that it is," said Molly, as she piled the twiglets in the curve of her shirt. Suddenly, Jolly and Poppy, seeing Molly, rushed over, and rather out of breathly said, "Hello, Mollo! Who dow you do some?" Apparently words from a secret language. To this, Molly replied, "Very finkly, thank you frankly, Finster is a fussful. But may I say, even Stephen, to you, my dear link, Joe and Pop." "And how are you, you tremendously cuddlesome cuddle-me-coo?" Molly asked of the kitty that was twining and ever so shaky-achy tailing round about her legs. Cuddle-me-coo to this, of course, responded soothingly, "Purr."